Welcome aboard! If you're watching this video, then let me be the first to say, congratulations! You've recently decided to embark on a figure drawing quest, and this is your first official day of training.
Can I start drawing now?
No! You can't start drawing until you've learned these 5 figure drawing tips which are going to help you improve your drawings before you even put your pencil to paper.
Okay, great. Hello? Yeah, hey, can we do the tips now? Can we start the...
Tip number 1. Keep it loose. Okay, not that loose. Much better. Try not to get down on yourself if you make a bad mark that doesn't look right. Do your best to course correct and keep going. The end goal is to practice your skills, not to produce a beautiful figure drawing.
Alright, I gotta be honest. Can we quit it with the whole 90s instructional video? Can we just stop? I'm kind of over it. Can we just go to like a regular tip video on YouTube? Can we just transition to that?
Ugh, fine.
Cool, thanks. Alright, tip number 2. Take the time to analyze your subject before you start to put marks down on the paper. Don't just start copying what you see right away. Try and get a feel for what position the model is in and determine the best approach from there. Tip number 3. Find the action line of the pose. This is the line that flows from the head all the way down to the toes of the model. This is a great starting point and really has the potential to capture the general feel of that gesture. Don't be afraid to exaggerate the pose as well. You don't need to copy exactly what you see. Instead, take the opportunity to see the areas in which you can exaggerate the gesture in order to really capture the feel of the pose. You shouldn't go too overboard on this though, because you still want it to look believable, so don't stretch it too far. Tip number 4, find a gesture, teacher, course, or book that you really enjoy learning from. My personal favorites at the moment are Proko's free gesture videos that he has on his YouTube channel, which I'll leave in the description, as well as Love Life Drawing. I have followed this channel for a very long time and really love the content that they put out. They're mainly a figure drawing focused channel, but they do talk about other broader topics in the art world. So definitely check them out. I'll also leave them in the description below. Tip number 5, don't worry about making mistakes or messing up. Keep in mind that we're doing these gesture drawings to improve and practice and not to show people as like a final image or picture. Also, don't compare the results of your gesture sessions to what you worked on the day before. Instead, look back week by week in order to determine your growth. Focus on small incremental improvements and development. If you do one gesture session for 20 minutes a day for a whole month, I guarantee you that you'll see improvement. And just for fun, here are my top 3 gesture drawing mistakes that I made over this past month. Mistake number 1, defaulting to copy the contour of the figure instead of the gesture. This was a mistake that I made early on, and it took some conscious effort to change. You want to capture the gesture, not the contours of the form. Mistake number 2, not getting feedback or critique. I didn't share my gesture drawings with anyone and was mainly critiquing them myself, which I do not recommend. Try and push yourself to share your work with fellow artists that you trust to give you feedback on areas that you can improve. This goes for everything that you're actively trying to improve, not just figure drawing. If you can get in-person critique, that's great, but it's not much of an option at the moment for most of us. So share your work online in places that you trust and grow from the comments that are made there. Finally, mistake number 3, sticking to one specific approach when it comes to drawing the figure. I'm definitely guilty of this one. I have a favorite child when it comes to gesture drawing options. I mainly draw the head first and then add in the action line after. Don't be afraid to try out different ways of constructing the form and gesture, like the bean or finding shapes around the negative space of the form that would be easy and helpful to capture. Be open to the options presented to you with every pose and determine the best approach from there. That's it. Those are my 5 tips and 3 mistakes to avoid while gesture drawing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got something out of it. If you did, Let me know in the comments which tip or mistake you found the most useful. And leave it a like and consider subscribing for more videos on gesture, perspective, drawbox, which is what I'm working on this month, anatomy, and more as I get into those units. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.